Greetings to all, and thanks for returning to Everything Tesla Stock. Panasonic and Tesla recently announced a partnership that will see the two businesses collaborate on the development of advanced automotive technologies. The businesses are exploring alternative markets for their products, but the alliance will primarily concentrate on producing new automobile batteries. Because it has the potential to draw in new partners and investors, this acquisition is important for Tesla. When was the agreement signed by Tesla and Panasonic? Which kinds of batteries are they going to make? Furthermore, how will the Tesla and Panasonic agreement impact Tesla shares? Keep watching until the very end to find out because you won't want to miss this. Before we begin though, please remember to like, subscribe, and enable the bell alerts if you enjoy this kind of content in order to be updated on all that Tesla is up to. Over the past 10 years, there has been a growth in cooperation between automakers, battery producers, and other technology pioneers due to the goal of creating a powerhouse for electric vehicles. It is important to highlight Tesla and Panasonic's continued engagement. The Chief Technical Officer of Panasonic Energy Co., a significant supplier to Tesla, has stated that the Japanese business is exploring new technologies aimed at increasing battery energy density by 5 times by 2030. With the same size battery pack, the Tesla Model Y, for example, could have a driving range increase of more than 100 kilometers, 62 miles, if that enhancement is realized. On the other hand, it might allow manufacturers to create EVs that are lighter, roomier, and have the same driving range. This action may result in an increase in the price of Tesla shares. Investors are looking for evidence that well-known battery producers like Tesla and Panasonic can continue to dominate the industry even as more automakers introduce EV models. The battery system is the most costly part of an EV. Consequently, Shotaro Watanabe states that maintaining increases in global sales is considered as being dependent on increased performance and cheaper costs. In order to achieve those gains, Panasonic Energy, a significant subsidiary of Panasonic Holdings, plans to use a revolutionary chemical combination that will enable individual cells to run at a higher voltage without sacrificing the battery's overall performance. The race among battery makers has been to come up with more potent and effective additives, he stated. His comments offer a first-hand glimpse into the company's attempts to improve battery efficiency above and beyond the most cutting-edge battery technology that Panasonic has made available to Tesla. Panasonic's most advanced cell would probably have an energy density of 900 watt-hours per liter as opposed to the current 750 watt-hours per liter with a 20% improvement in energy density, or all of the battery's capacity to store energy in a given volume. Watanabe added that Panasonic plans to realize that advantage over a period of years, but he did not indicate when the company will begin using the new chemical. Tesla claims that the new, larger format 4680 battery, which is now in production, will outperform the 2170 battery in terms of operational range and production costs. The primary battery supplier to Tesla, Panasonic, plans to begin mass producing the 4680 batteries in Japan in April 2023 and is investigating U.S. locations for production. Tesla anticipates using 4680 batteries to power new Model Y cars produced in Texas. Watanabe, who is also Panasonic Energy's executive producer, claims that Panasonic has found a way to slow down a battery's deterioration at higher voltages by adding new mobile potential compounds to the electrolyte. Although higher voltages can store more energy, even small changes in voltage have been shown to cause disproportionate losses in battery performance. According to Shirley Main, chief scientist of the U.S. Argonne National Laboratory Center for Battery Science and professor at the University of Chicago, improving energy density by 20% is entirely possible if Panasonic can deliver on the improvements described. I am optimistic about this goal as its research has shown promising data on all those areas. The Argonne National Laboratory works with other battery manufacturers, competitors of Panasonic, including CATL, LG Energy Solution, and Samsung SDI, are developing technologies that aim to provide batteries that charge more quickly, last longer, and cost less. The voltage of Panasonic's present Tesla battery cells is 4.2 volts, but according to Watanabe, a new combination of chemicals in the electrolyte, the chemical soup that separates the negatively and positively charged electrolytes, could raise the voltage to 4.3 or 4.4 volts. If we can get that to 4.5 or 4.6 volts, then the whole world view in terms of what's possible for EVs would change, Watanabe stated. Additionally, Panasonic has found ways to lessen microcracking, tiny fissures that appear in a battery's positive electrode during charging and discharging, shortening the battery's usable life. Using so-called single crystal materials for the battery's positive electrode is one precaution, he claims. Watanabe also mentioned that Panasonic is working to enhance the negative electrodes by substituting silicon-based materials for a larger portion of the graphite that is currently used in them. It's difficult to balance, but raising the energy density of batteries requires raising the potential of both electrodes, he stated. In other developments, Panasonic, Tesla's main battery supplier, intends to construct and operate the biggest battery cell production facility in the world in Kansas. Batteries for Tesla will primarily come from the Panasonic facility, though not exclusively. Furthermore, TSLA, the supplier to Panasonic, will have a research unit specifically focused on next-generation batteries. It is anticipated that the plant will be built in DeSoto, a former Kansas City ammunition factory. Tesla and Panasonic have a long-standing partnership that has been a major factor in Panasonic's EV growth. With the exception of Panasonic, everyone else has turned down the offer. Tesla had advised all battery manufacturers worldwide in the early 2000s that using lithium-ion cells to prepare electric cars is worthwhile. This recommendation propelled PCRFFY into the EV space and ultimately led it to become the leading supplier in the sector. Since then, in an effort to improve cost and performance, Panasonic Incorporated and Tesla have been working together on battery chemistry. Panasonic produces battery cells at the massive collaborative project known as Gigafactory Nevada, which is overseen by Tesla. The most recent investment is one of the biggest TV battery production facilities in the nation and the largest battery investment in Kansas history. The project is expected to cost $2.5 billion and create 8,000 high-quality employment in addition to yearly economic activity with the goal of improving Kansas' quality of life. By 2029, Panasonic plans to increase its battery production capacity 3 or 4 times, with the majority of the growth occurring in North America. According to Elon Musk, the EV company was having trouble increasing internal battery production, which limited the number of cars produced. However, the new Panasonic agreement will help advance the cause. After CATL and LG Energy Solution, the Japanese company is the third largest manufacturer of EV batteries worldwide. It already runs a $5 billion Gigafactory in Nevada alongside Tesla. Elon Musk's company, which makes electric vehicles, opened a second factory in Texas in April. The U.S. ambassador to Tokyo, Rahm Emanuel, claims that Panasonic's plan in Kansas will include a research lab for next-generation battery technology and the creation of about 4,000 employment. The move showed Panasonic's determination to support its growing demand for Tesla electric cars, despite its pursuit of battery suppliers from other automakers to bolster its financial stability. Over the past year, Washington and Tokyo have committed to working together on the development of advanced semiconductors and other sensitive technologies related to energy and climate change. Don't underestimate the research component that goes with this facility, Emanuel remarked, implying that cooperating in battery storage research among nations with similar geopolitical policies made sense. U.S. officials claimed that Oklahoma and Kansas fought for the new facility. Panasonic claimed that a careful analysis of the workforce, incentives, and other factors went into its decision. Panasonic Energy Chief Executive Kazuo Teranabu stated in a statement that growing battery production in the U.S. is critical to helping meet demand with the increased electrification of the automobile market. While a common inclination may be to look for ways to pack more energy into already existing cell sizes, changing the entire shape took considerable nerve, Teranabu stated, adding that we didn't know how they would be received. The Model 3 from Tesla, which retails for about $41,000 after tax breaks, has admitted that Panasonic's new batteries are competitive and offer middle-level performance in seeking. In June, Taranabu informed investors that the business planned to concentrate on North America and enhance or double its capacity for producing EV batteries by 2028. With production facilities in both the United States and Japan, Panasonic Energy can now produce roughly 50 gigawatt hours of electricity annually.